The cowboy is back. Hope you guys are all doing fine. You had to miss me for a couple of months because I was very busy with a major project that I might unroll later on this year. And yeah, I just really wanted to take my time to really make sure that the quality is on point. But from now on, I am back. And of course, we are going to look daily at BTC, ETH, dollar index, S&P 500, all the good stuff that we can trade. And today we are only going to look at Bitcoin. Guys, if you're new to the channel, if you like the content, if you have been waiting for me to upload a video again, please show your love and appreciation by liking, subscribing, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment or share this video with your friends if you think this is useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links are above in the description. Without further ado, let's get started. We are looking here at BTC USD on the 4 hour, and we might be at the beginning of a move to 32,000. I'm going to explain you right away why I think that this might be the start. First of all, this is the range where we have been in already for, almost 2 months, I think. Just a bit of sideways action, and I highlighted the highs and the lows. So first we had a high here and we had a low here. That high has been slightly swept, and then later on it was properly swept. And maybe it's also sweaty, I don't know. And yesterday we had a sweep of the lows. Now this one looks actually like a double tap, and on Coinbase it has not been swept, but on Bybit the wick was much lower. It was all the way to 29,272. So it did get SFP'd on the Bybit exchange. Now, if we're having this range, then you can say, okay, you know what? All the liquidity is taken here from the bottom, and now we are building up this liquidity here from the top, and maybe this one here, but actually we had already quite extensive move to the downside. So it would make sense for us to at least pump higher from here. Now, the reason why I'm pointing this out, that on Bybit the low was a little bit lower, is actually because it has a very nice confluence. I'm just going to mark this level right here, that we don't forget it. And actually, if we can put it here, you see that the golden pocket is a little bit higher, 31,100. But if I would take the low from Bybit and then I would use a volume profile, then you can see that the value area high of this range also lines up exactly with the golden pocket, 30,890 to, let's say, 30,975. So I really like that level. If we come lower again, there's actually not so much structure underneath. If I zoom in on the hourly, then you can see that we had a little bit of a cluster here. Matter of fact, let me highlight this. So that's let's say approximately this, and then you would come down to 29k. So if we start losing the current low one more time, I actually think that we are going to go much lower, and then 29k is my main target. If we are looking at a much broader range, so the whole range that we have been creating from here, let me also pull a volume profile, then you can see that we're bouncing off perfectly from the value area high. And then, therefore I'm also a little bit concerned that if we're going lower again, and since liquidity is already taken, you're actually getting acceptance within this range. So underneath 29,550, closing daily candles underneath is really finding acceptance within that range. And actually you can bet your ass on it that eventually we're going to visit the point of control, approximately 28,000, and eventually the value area low at 26,300. So if you are a bull, then actually what we had yesterday is kind of the line in the sand. If we are going to S&P it again, you want to see a very quick buy up in a matter of maybe a minute or 2 minutes before we are eventually then going higher. That is also what happened yesterday on this week right here. This was honestly a millisecond. I was behind my computer and I just looked at it. It went so fast on Bybit. The complete move down, complete move up. It is a little bit hopeful though, because if you have such a big wick and then we are right away going higher, it just shows there's a lot of interest in the market to start buying up the price. Now, why do I also have a bias to go higher from here? And that is because we have this massive range here of liquidity of stops on shorts that are being put above all of these highs, and there eventually you can get a squeeze to the upside. The only thing that I'm missing here from this low is that we don't have a good retest so far. So no, I also did not take the trade last night. I saw the drop down and I thought, okay, I want to wait for a retest because I first want to see a market structure change. But if I then pull the fib retracement, you can see that right now we're bouncing off from the 0.5. But if I would take the low on Bybit, then we actually very far off from the 0.5 and from the golden pocket, then we still need to drop quite some. If I'm just looking at market cipher B, then I'm saying, okay, 15 minute might have a little bit of a move to the upside, but the 1 hour, actually the money flow is still pretty thick in the red. I don't see any signs that we might be squeezing up anytime soon. The 4 hour is curving to the upside, but the money flow is still pretty pointing downwards, as same as goes for the VWAP. So actually it would be nice if you maybe see one more curve down or an SFP, but I actually prefer not to have that, or now a higher low, and then you really have a change of market structure, and then we can really aim for the highs. Why am I saying I want to see 32,000? Well, that is because actually that is the last resistance that we have on a very macro scale, and from there on, to be honest, there's nothing there anymore. Then the next target is way up into 40,000, but let's first see if we can clear that 32,000. So these are the tops. As you can see, the top candles of this drop right here, and then we have a top here, and this was just one slight touch. Now if I would extend this box all the way to the right, to the current price level where we are right now, give me a second, then you can see that we kind of tapped it once, but it was not really taking out all those highs. So if we are going to go higher from here, then of course we need to find good acceptance within this range, because right now we're battling with the value area low, but then I'm first aiming for the golden pocket value area high here at approximately 30,900, and then the highs, and then actually I think we can easily take out those highs at 32,000 to, let's say, 33,000. That will be quite the move to the upside. That will probably take then also at least a week, since this has been very slow price action, but that is at least my macro target, what I'm aiming for. Again, we cannot really lose the current price level. We are at a macro value area high. We cannot find acceptance within. Maybe weak ones, that's completely fine, but I do not want to see a daily close underneath this level of 29,500. And of course now we need to have an acceptance. Maybe you first need to, on a very small range, test that 0.5 golden pocket a little bit lower, to then eventually go higher, and once we find acceptance within, then you really want to see a push higher, which I think we're gonna get because we have so much liquidity above of those nice stops. So it really will be then a short squeeze to the upside. That'll be it for now. That'll be it for this first update after a while. Hope you guys liked it. If you do, then please show me your appreciation by liking, subscribing, clicking the bell, clicking all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. In the meantime, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, where I will be updating you if I see something interesting. That'll be it for now. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye.